Over the past 2 weeks, I've been struggling and scrambling on thinking of video ideas to post on my channel, but for some reason, nothing has just been coming to my head. So I just decided, screw it, I'm just gonna go back to the good old method of stealing content again. The only dinosaur known to have injured a T-Rex by extinct zoo. Now, if you know T-Rex is the big bosses of the dinosaur world, like nobody was touching them pretty much, like invincible, really, to be fair. So you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of crazy that even a dinosaur was able to touch them for real. But I know who that dinosaur was, you just don't know because yeah, I'm just him, you know what I'm saying? I have an IQ of 120 something, bruh. How do I know? I don't know, I just know I do. So don't question me. I am a more intelligent specimen than you, so don't question my intelligence. I know what I'm talking about. When I step on a topic, I am gonna get the answer to that topic right 10 out of 10 times. Do not question my intelligence. But anyways, let's keep going. Let's watch the video.
If you were to ask a random person on the street who the Tyrannosaurus Rex had the most beef with, there is a fair
just swallowed that whole thing whole. I wonder how animals even digest food by swallowing the food. How the hell are you not chewing that? I know obviously they probably have something in their stomach that helps them dissolve the food, some kind of chemical that helps them dissolve the food, but it's just kind of weird, just straight up just swallowing the thing whole. Like god damn, like chew at least.
There's a fair chance they would say Spinosaurus. This is largely due to Jurassic Park 3. It showed
They didn't even leave around the same time, bro. See, I know these things, bro. They weren't even existing at the same time for real. See, motherfucker, and I know motherfuckers say this as well, but it's not true. They didn't even exist around the same time.
Spinosaurus offing a T-Rex.
That was a cool
because most
fight,
people are under the assumption that dinosaurs shown in Jurassic Park actually lived together. It's become somewhat common for people to think that Spinosaurus and T-Rex had death battles on the regular.
Nah.
Also, now that we have
It
this
would have
movie,
been cool as hell
some will
if they
think
did, though.
Giganotosaurus. However, neither ever saw the Tyrant King, nor even came close to, seeing that they were separated by, well, millions of years.
Exactly.
In reality,
See, I
T-Rex
know
is
these
true
things,
nemesis.
but the casual person doesn't know these things because I don't know. I'm just different. I'm just of a higher being, a being of higher echelons. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that kind of guy. You feel me?
This wasn't a theropod at all. Rather, a herbivore, which to date is the only known animal to have ever caused injury to a T-Rex. This was the Triceratops. If you have any interest at all in dinosaurs or paleontology, this name should ring many bells.
I do.
As over time, it has become an icon itself thanks to its unique appearance and mighty size. Yet ironically, despite having a famous name, it didn't even start out being called Triceratops due to a major misclassification. As paleontologists first thought it was a mammal
That's a
of
cool
all things.
variant.
This happened after a pair of brow horns were discovered in 1887 within Colorado. They were eventually sent to famed paleontologist Othniel Marsh, who believed that these horns belonged not to a dinosaur but to an ancient bison who hailed from the Pliocene and was unique
Flipping dumbass, bro.
in both shape and size.
See, if they brought that to me, I'd be able to, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be able to dissect that immediately. Like, oh yeah, these were some Triceratops horn, bro. See, I don't know about Triceratops like that, but I do. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm just that kind of guy. You did.
Of this so-called bison alticornis, and left it at that. One reason why he may have done this is that at the time, no one knew ceratopsian dinosaurs even existed. A discovery that would actually come just 1 year after the brow horns were unearthed.
I would have figured that out, though. I'm just saying, though.
And the same paleontologist introduced the world to Ceratops, the first horned dinosaur. Within the same year, another monumental event occurred, when a cowboy stumbled upon a monstrous skull sticking out of a ravine. It, like other horned dinosaur remains, were sent to Marsh, who designated them as a brand new Ceratops species. For one more year after this, nothing really changed. Until, that is, by sheer luck, a well-preserved skull that matched the one belonging to this so-called new Ceratops was located.
It matched it.
The only difference in this skull was that it had all of its horns, which amounted to 3, leading Marsh to finally acknowledge that the new Ceratops species and his bison were not only all the same animal, but also a completely new genus of horned dinosaur.
So hold on.
Was located. The only difference
by finding the horns and just this partial, you know what I'm saying, face around there, how the hell did they go ahead to find out just how bulky part of the body? For all they know, this head could just belong to a flipping snake. How did they just figure out that this motherfucker just has a big ass body, like a brolic ass shape, like a goddamn rhinoceros, bro?
Difference in this skull was that it had all of its horns, which amounted to 3, leading Marsh to finally acknowledge that the new Ceratops species and his bison were not only all the same animal, but also a completely new genus of horned dinosaur, which he aptly named Triceratops, meaning.
See, he's a fellow scholar like me, you know what I'm saying? We'd be on the same wavelength for real. You see that guy right there? I don't know, I didn't get his name, but we'd be on the same wavelength for real. Because that's the same thing I would have done, so I'd have called that Triceratops, you feel me? And he got that right, you feel me? So yeah, we're on the same wavelength for real type shit.
Meaning the three-horned face. Its discovery was a huge deal, not only because of the press it generated, but also the role it played in dinosaur classification, with the major group Ceratopsia being classified as all marginocephalians more closely related to Triceratops than to Pachycephalosaurus. Within this group, Triceratops is thought to fall under the Ceratopsidae family, and more specifically, the Triceratopsinae tribe, where it is joined by its closest relative, the contemporary Torosaurus.
Damn, look, there's so many of them too. Triceratops, Prosaurus, Triceratops. Fuck it, you know what? Let me know. I'm just not gonna stress my brain out today.
Outside of classification, this new dinosaur was a massive hit thanks to its giant skull and strange horns. Plus, it helped that new formations with loads of specimens, like Hell Creek, were being discovered, which also led to the realization that there had once been more than one species. And since
no, for real though, these guys, they had to have had the ultimate defense, and I know their hide was thick as hell, so no teeth was biting through that, unless the person who was biting through that had like strong jaws, like I'm talking jaws strong enough to bend steel and metal, and that's the only kind of jaw that could probably bite through this creature's hide. These this shield right here, shield kind of panel kind of thing covering their neck, so no T-Rexes were probably really gonna get to their neck for real. The only way a T-Rex would be able to kill them is probably like topple them over, but even then they're heavy as hell. Like look how built this motherfucker is. Like he's brolic as hell, so you can't really topple him over. So that's the only way you can even topple him over, go for the neck, or topple him over, go for the stomach, the abdominal area, and that's probably the only way you can get like a Triceratops down. But outside of that, they're good defensive guard. 97 overall, like maxed out defense, bro.
And since the 19th century, over 15 species have been described, but only 2 are considered valid today. Triceratops horridus and Triceratops prorsus. From a distance, both would have looked superficially the same, yet they did have their differences, with horridus typically having a longer snout and shorter nasal horn, while prorsus had the opposite, a shorter snout yet longer nasal horn. Although one area that they were very similar in was size. Technically, the largest known specimen, dubbed Big John, belonged to a horridus, thus giving them a slight edge. But in the
imagine being the biggest thing in your species and humans a few million years later decide to dub you Big John. Are you stupid? Have you lost your mind? Do I look like a John to you, boy? I was the alpha of my group. I run things in my street, in my strip. You have the authority to call me Big John?
But in the grand scheme of things, both
call me Big DeMarcus or something.
Species were absolute units. An adult Triceratops was among the largest non-sauropods of their time, ranging anywhere from 8 to 9 meters or 26 to 30 feet in length, while weighing on average between 6 and 10 tons. Exceptionally large individuals were even bigger, possibly tipping the scales at 12 tons, making them heavier than the Tyrannosaurus itself and a contender for the largest ceratopsian of all time. To give a little perspective on how incredibly heavy this is, a 12-ton Triceratops would be equal to 6 average-sized cars or 120 American men. No doubt this kind of size.
Oh yeah, you know that's big as hell. 120 American men, those fat fuck. Bro, if it was 120 American men, then it would be like 220 European men then. Because them American motherfuckers fat as fat fucks eating fat ass food, bruh. Eating chemicalized ass food, processed ass food, you fat fuck. Go lose some fuck, you fat fuck. Fat ass American people.
Kind of size made matured adults fairly safe within their environments. But because Triceratops lived during the age of dinosaurs, and specifically alongside one of the largest theropods we know of, size alone sometimes wasn't enough, and in turn, it had evolved some pretty powerful defenses.
Yeah,
one of which was its bones.
Yeah,
many ceratopsians had robust builds, yet Triceratops was particularly sturdy, having bones that were far more thickened than what's normally seen in dinosaurs. And this is nicely demonstrated when you compare Triceratops' femur against a femur belonging to an exceptionally large African elephant. Such robustness would have given it a level of protection against injury and was further
Hold the phone. So you'll tell me one of these? Damn. Imagine wielding that as a weapon. That looks like a weapon that an Elden Ring boss would own, bro. Just swinging that motherfucker about. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Rodan's big ass. Just swinging that motherfucker at you, bro. Knock your head off.
Such robustness would have given it a level of protection against injury and was further enhanced by its position, since it had a low down body and therefore lower center of gravity. However, not even remarkably thick bones came close to topping the Triceratops' ultimate defense, which was pretty hard to miss.
Yeah,
Its
you
giant
can't miss
skull.
that. Yeah.
Triceratops
Ultimate protection, neck protection, head protection, all types of protection.
possessed one massive head that can make up more than 1/3 of a specimen's total length, with the largest recorded skulls being 2.5 meters or 8.2 feet long, making them among the largest skulls of any terrestrial animal, despite it not being a contender for the title of the largest land animal overall. One reason its head was so big was thanks to a widened frill at the top that likely had a multifunctional role, playing a part in both courtship display, where it might have been colored, as well as lending a massive hand in defense against large predators. There is fairly solid evidence that backs the idea of the frill acting as a defensive tool, as it did cover the neck, a highly vulnerable area, and was made
Exactly. See, this motherfucker even on the same timeline as me, bro. I'm on the same wavelength too. See, he knows what I know. Timing. Let's go.
fibrolamellar bone, a special type of bone that is known to rapidly heal once damaged and has the ability to regrow within a short amount of time. The sheer size of the frill may have also played a part in preventing successful attacks, as it could have acted as a form of intimidation.
Yeah, see, they don't even know what to do.
But if the frill failed, the Triceratops had one more trick to take out aggressors: its legendary horns.
Of course.
These weapons need no introduction, as they are the Triceratops' signature.
Imagine getting offed like this, bro. Oh nah, I'll just have to switch up my whole menu, bro. If I was a Tyrannosaurus Rex in a local area of Triceratops like these, I'm gonna have to switch my menu options to Stegosauruses. I don't even know if they live in the same era, but I'm guessing they did. But you know, these motherfuckers, they were stubborn as hell, bro. These Tyrannosaurs, they were stubborn as hell. They were not going down for nobody. They had ultimate pride. They would take anything and anyone down just because they feel like it. I'm the king of the jungle. What are you gonna do to me? They were the OG king of the jungles. These low ass kitty cats with flipping mange you see nowadays, bro. Not those low ass cats. You know what I'm saying? Walking around the jungle and shit, acting like they tough and shit. These were the OGs.
Signature feature, and is attributed greatly to its fierce reputation. And rightfully so, considering that all three horns were exceptionally sharp and long, with the two situated above its eyes being the largest, sometimes measuring 3.77 feet or 1.15 meters long, equal to the length of two rhino horns stacked on top of
What? That was his baby.
5 meters long, equal to the length of two
That was
rhino
your baby. What? How you gonna? Yo! Did he confuse it for a boar's baby? He confused his baby for a boar.
horns stacked on top of one another.
Wait, I know I'm not
5
tripping.
meters
That was
long,
his baby,
equal
right?
to the length of
Oh, okay. No, it was a boar. My bad. It was a boy. It was a boy. It wasn't his baby. No. Okay. That's crazy, though.
two rhino horns stacked on top of one another. And this isn't even taking into account that most paleontologists are certain that in life, Triceratops horns were covered in sheaths of keratin, as seen in modern day mammals, implying that they were actually even bigger. Over the years, numerous ideas on the function of these horns have been proposed, with the most popular one being that there were
They just had to be big, bro. Look at these. Look at the motherfuckers they were trying to survive from all day. I can imagine these motherfuckers, because these motherfuckers were going around eating anything, whether they were hungry or not. They were mass consumers, bro. So you just you cannot blame them for building such massive defenses. Tyrannosaurus Rexes were bullies, bro. They go around doing whatever they wanted anytime they wanted, bro. Hungry or not, they will go around and eat anything they wanted, bro. You just cannot blame them for building crazy defenses, bro.
they were used to combat T-Rex.
Like, you could say a lion is evil as but no, you can't really say a lion is evil as or a tiger is evil as They have the reason why they do what they do, to survive. But these lot, these were the original demons of the earth. They just roamed around just causing havoc anytime they wanted, bro. Just because they wanted, whether hungry or not. T-Rexes were them. For real.
However, there is immense debate over this claim, and a typically more accepted one is that the horns were mainly designed for battle, but not battle against theropods, but rather with its own kind.
Why?
These intraspecific
Stop
duels
the fighting,
would have been
guys! Stop the fighting, guys! Come on, guys! Stop fighting! Stop the fighting! Why are you fighting each other?
with
Come on,
Triceratops
guys!
charging at high speeds and tussling about with their horns interlocked.
They're trying to fight for the hearts. Big T sees Samantha over there, you know what I'm saying? And then he sees Big Craig looking at Samantha, you know what I'm saying? Big T's looking at Big Craig like, yo, Big Craig, that's my big fuck you looking at her for. Big Craig like, fuck you, nigga, I look at whoever I want to look at. And I said, oh, you want to run it right now? Let's go. Boom!
These intraspecific duels would have been
you
with Triceratops charging at high speeds and tussling about with
Ooh,
their horns interlocked.
take down, clear the house, take down, nigga got knocked the f out.
Fights most likely occurred over mating rights or territory.
See,
And
that's what I'm
studies have
saying.
found that such combat was the rule, not the exception. As a review of
So they had to do it.
Triceratops skulls found
It's
that
like culture.
14% had injuries to the head itself that matched what you would expect from a horn piercing a skull. Even the most famous Triceratops specimen, Big John, didn't escape the brutal.
See, I just don't like that name, bro. Like, imagine if I was an OG, like, big ass, bulky ass Triceratops back in my day, you know what I'm saying, take it down niggas, just for a bunch of low scrawny ass humans to come along and name me Big John. Are you stupid, bro?
lifestyle that these ceratopsians lived, as his skull had a gaping hole in the frill which is thought to have come from a rival, and probably also ended up killing him after the wound became infected.
Oh, so that one didn't heal.
Clearly, despite being portrayed as typically chill herbivores, Triceratops could be quite ferocious with their horns.
That's what we all thought of hippos back in the day. When I was a kid, bro, that's all I knew about hippos. I thought hippos were friendly, chill animals. Come to find out, a few years later, they're killing 500 humans every year. They have the highest human kill rates out of all animals in the flipping animal kingdom. I used to see all types of happy songs about hippo. Happy. Wait, no, actually what? Happy hippo, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how I just don't remember how they goes because my mind is just clouded by how evil they are nowadays. Averaging a kill of 500 humans a year, hippos.
And coupled with their frill and size, they were one tough cookie, even by Cretaceous standards. So fierce, in fact, that they would occasionally use their weapons and defenses against their only known predator, the Tyrannosaurus. At the time, the Tyrant King was the only carnivore large enough to pose a threat.
Damn, look at his tail too, bruh. His tail's been bitten off.
To mature Triceratops. And we do know that predation definitely happened, with certain specimens bearing damage to the skull and body that could have only come from a Rex's tooth. However, unlike what most people probably think, the battles between these two were not always one-sided. And to date, Triceratops remains the only dinosaur, or animal for that matter, known to have injured a T-Rex.
Yo, imagine being so badass, bro, and then you kill your ops, and then you have the carcass literally on your skull while you're just walking around, bro.
T-Rex through fossil remains. The most clear case of this is the fossil known as the dueling dinosaurs, an extraordinary specimen that consists of a juvenile T-Rex and an adult Triceratops tangled together in death. It is believed that the two hadn't killed each other at the same time, but rather died from external forces, but from what is currently unknown.
Wait,
Other
what?
Triceratops tangled together.
A juvenile T-Rex and a fully grown Triceratops. Whoa.
Specimen that consists of a juvenile T-Rex and an adult Triceratops tangled together in death. It is believed that the two hadn't killed each other at the same time, but rather died from external forces, but from what is currently unknown. Regardless, both were banged up, with the T-Rex actually bearing most of the damage, as the majority of its teeth were shattered, its finger broken, and skull cracked, while the Triceratops just had a tooth in it. Because the Tyrannosaurus was so damaged and a juvenile, some speculate that it was the Triceratops who had been the attacker, albeit this is heavily debated. And interestingly enough, another case of potential Triceratops on T-Rex violence may have been again the result of the Triceratops, a large adult
God damn!
T-Rex dubbed. Interestingly enough, another case of potential Triceratops on T-Rex violence may have been again the result of an aggressive.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I would really appreciate a movie of just straight dinosaur squabbles. Like, exclude the humans out of it, bro. It's like the whole thing Jurassic Park be doing with human factor, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make humans feel included, and you know what I'm saying? So other humans who are watching it can also, you know what I'm saying, resonate some kind of emotion as well. I don't give a damn. I move them away. I just want a movie with straight dinosaur squabble, bro. I want to see dinosaur fight to the death. Please, pretty please. God damn. That's a shitty way to go out. That's crazy.
A large adult T-Rex, dubbed Lee Rex, which was 40 feet or 12 meters long, has an interesting hole to the back of its left femur, which resembles a puncture wound. Because of the shape and size of the injury, certain paleontologists believe that a large ceratopsian, likely a Triceratops due to the area where the theropod was found, rammed the T-Rex from the back as it was standing up, indicating a sneak attack. A true prehistoric case of call the ambulance, but not for me. Furthermore, other paleontologists like Peter Dotson believe that in a fair direct confrontation between a bull Triceratops and T-Rex, the fight was actually more in favor of the Triceratops. Naturally, many disagree with this take, but whatever the case, it still stands that Triceratops was well equipped and pretty terrifying, and even more terrifying when you take a peek into its mouth. Now, as you probably know, the Triceratops was a herbivore, so it didn't have freakishly sharp or large teeth, but it did have an unnerving amount of teeth overall. Like many other herbivorous dinosaurs, its teeth
damn, they were growing on each other, bro.
Were smaller and arranged in dental batteries that allowed it to shear through tough vegetation. In adults, these batteries could have amounted to over 800 teeth at once, more than 25 times the amount of teeth we humans have. Triceratops also had a beak that aided in its feeding, with the common idea being that it was used to tenderly strip and pluck leaves. And because Triceratops had
There's some interesting humans in this world, bro. Like, what the hell was that?
A low-down body, paleontologists believe that its diet consisted of a mix of cycads, ferns, and palms, which it either accessed directly
I don't know any of what those were, but
at ground level, or when it couldn't, it would use its giant body to force the plants to the ground. Such a tactic wasn't special among large herbivores at the time, yet Triceratops as a package was special, and this is reflected by its sheer dominance within its ecosystem, often being by far the most abundant animal around, sometimes accounting for 69% of the total dinosaur population within certain ecosystems, like the Upper Hell Creek Formation, where in total, Triceratops makes up 40% of all skeletons.
Is it? I mean, they had to have been, like, they were moving in herds, so it would have been hard to, like, kill them. It's kind of, I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah.
And even in general, it's considered one of the most commonly found dinosaurs worldwide, a sign that it truly flourished during the late Cretaceous.
Oh yeah, I guess what I was trying to say is that they moved in herds, so it would be hard to kill them, which means it would be easier for them to breed more, and then there would be like a crazy population of them, which means, you know what I'm saying, there would be like, we'll be able to find more skeletons of them, more fossils of them. So yeah, literally. So I was on point. Fuck you.
With a dense population like this, you'd expect the Triceratops to have been a social creature, but according to most paleontologists, it actually preferred its personal space. While other horned dinosaurs have been found in large groups that can range anywhere from a couple hundred to a few thousand, the vast majority of Triceratops skeletons are found isolated, suggesting that adults spent most of their lives alone.
Really?
This being said, there are a few cases where Triceratops have been found together.
I mean, they weren't in packs? How though? I mean, so, okay.
Largest known group consisting of...
Or did they have like a pride culture like lions do? So they would find a pride, and then when they get to old age, they'll get kicked out by more dominant alphas in the future.
5 individuals. So nothing to write home about. However, it still shows that at least some lived together, likely forming family units or sticking together in small groups while young, as another known fossil site consisted of 3 juveniles. The lack of remains suggesting large herds once again proves that this animal was no joke, and didn't have a hard time fending for itself in a world littered with other dinosaurs.
It didn't even need a herd, bro.
Edmontosaurus, Torosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus,
big forehead ass,
Anzu, Dracorex, Alamosaurus, and Struthiomimus. Meanwhile, predators consisted of the T-Rex, of course.
Chasing a dragonfly. How about you go chase some bitches? But damn, those dragonflies were massive. Hold on.
And Struthiomimus.
Big ass dragonflies, bro. Everything was massive back in the day, bro. Everything was massive. It's like flipping America, bro. Fast motherfuckers, bro.
Meanwhile, predators consisted of the T-Rex, of course, as well as Acheroraptor, Dakotaraptor, Troodontids, and the non-dinosaur Borealisuchus, Champsosaurus, and Brachychampsa, Other non-dinosaurs included
Nigga, these are pretty much crocodiles. What do you? Those are crocodiles. What do you mean What's a brachiosaurus, bro? That's a flipping crocodile. Duh.
Champsosaurus,
Champsosaurus. That's literally one of them crocodiles. That's a long snout crocodile, bro. A long nosed proper crocodile. What are you
and
talking about?
Brachychampsa.
What's a brachychampsa? That's literally an alligator, bro. What are you talking about, bro? God damn.
Other non-dinosaurs
Get it right,
included a variety
doofus.
of turtles, mammals, fish, snakes, amphibians, insects, and pterosaurs. The reason why there was so much life around Triceratops is that it typically lived in lush subtropical forests that were covered by swamps, lakes, and rivers, allowing for an abundance of life. The most famous of which was the Hellgate Formation.
What? Brody got off in the corner and again chumped on by some oviraptors.
Where Triceratops could have easily been spotted on the regular anytime from 68 to 66 million years ago. Sadly though, not even its near-perfect adaptations that allowed it to be a dominating force would help it survive. Because, as you all probably know, the Triceratops is one of the unlucky few dinosaurs who were around for the KT extinction event that ended both it and the T-Rex, finally settling their ancient beef. Interestingly, Triceratops was possibly the last one standing between the two, as for now, a Triceratops found 13 centimeters above the KPG boundary is considered the youngest dinosaur known to science, one last achievement for this prehistoric icon. But the Triceratops wasn't the only animal back then that the T-Rex was wary of, as there once existed an animal that even the T-Rex has never been found to attack. And if you want to hear more about that, check out the video I made recently about the only dinosaur.
Fat tail having ass boy. Anyways, as if a video. I'm sorry for the long wait, but I just don't know what to upload, literally. Like, I'm thinking about what to upload. Let me know in the comments what you guys would like me to upload. And you know what I'm saying? I might work 2 and 2 together. And I might put on, you know what I'm saying, a nice little video for you. But this is just a quick little video, you know what I'm saying, reacting to Extinct Zoo. Thank you very much for the video. I appreciate it. I will be giving you a like. And I will be subscribing because that was a great video. I will not lie. Make sure you like and make sure you do that exact same thing to this video as well. Like and subscribe. Help your boy out. Keep helping me stay motivated with this YouTube thing. Because I'm not going to lie. It is getting hard. It's getting hard thinking of new ideas, thinking of new stuff. You know what I'm saying? I do get stuck. I'm not gonna lie. It gets hard for me. So I would appreciate the support. Help your boy out. Like, subscribe, comment. And let me know what you guys would like me to upload on this channel. Because at the end of the day, I need you guys to let me know. Because I've come to realize I just cannot upload whatever I want to upload. I can only upload what you guys want me to upload. So go ahead in the comment. Let me know what you guys would like to see on this channel. And then we'll go from there. But with that being said, that's been it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Stay blessed.